Hey, Alafia to everyone out there. It's your boy Ifayami Orishamuiwa back with another video again. It's your boy Ifayami Orishamuiwa back with another video again. Ifayami Orishamuiwa. So I'm here and I'm gonna talk about what happens when you die before having kids and having a wife and all that and become successful in life. This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna reincarnate. You're gonna have to come back over and do it again. You gotta go through some other stuff. I've been told this. I've been doing research on that on YouTube. I've been watching artists telling the youth about what you go through after you die. All these awakened YouTubers been saying this. I ain't even gonna say YouTubers, but all these awakened content creators have been saying stuff about how being different is the right track, you know? They've been waking us up about what happens about all these awakened YouTubers. I ain't gonna say YouTubers, I'm gonna stop saying that. All these awakened content creators are the reasons why they led the youth, basically. They are part of that too. God led the youth, first of all. But, so you have to understand, bro. These awakened content creators have been saying a lot about what happens before you die and what happens after you die. So I'm gonna talk about it from my experience. What happens when you die before? That's what I meant to say. These YouTubers be talking about how, I'm gonna stop saying that word, because in 2025, no YouTube. But listen, spiritual soul, that's him. I just grew up, I've been inspired by him. So understand me. Look, when I say this, I'm my own person. That's a man at the end of the day. Spiritual soul, that's a content creator. So listen, these awakened content creators have been waking us up for years, me up from my experience for years. And you have to understand, when you start becoming successful in your life, you start attracting more positivity, natural vibes towards you. You stop stressing so much. You start just flowing in your purpose, right? Naturally. And you start planning things more often. You start being more responsible for your life now, right? You starting to grow up. So as you grow up, you starting to realize that life was difficult. Before you became one of the chosen ones, you started to realize that God is with you, but life has been difficult before you got to him. I'm just now getting to know about God. I don't know everything about God. 53. I'm getting to know God too. I've been getting to know God for 5 years straight. I've been knowing God for 5 years straight so far. I'm getting to know him. I have many years to know him. 20, 30, 40, many years. Even after this life, even when I die, I'ma still have more to learn about him. Because I can actually experience him now, spiritually. After I die, we can also, all of us, we can also experience what it's like to be immortal and be a part of God, finally. Because we also part people. I'm a person, but I'm also a God-given person from God. I'm a person too. I'm a man, but I ain't normal. I'm from the universe and heavens too, but I'm on the planet. I'm here. I'm a demigod. Ifayami Orishamuiwa, big demigod out here. Half person, half God. What y'all gonna do about it? 444. We have demigods. Not have demigods, but we full demigods. We demigods. We have people, have God. Demigoddesses, demigods. everywhere. Especially if you neuromelanated. If you got this neuromelanin skin, you a demigod. You a god. You one of them. One of the chosen ones. It's only 144,000 chosen ones. Not everybody who chosen one is black. Or what they say black, but neuromelanated. Everybody who chosen is not neuromelanated, bro. Not neuromelanated. Everybody who chosen ain't neuromelanated. You ain't got this skin. You ain't got to be black or neuromelanated to be chosen. You can also be neuromelanated to be chosen, but you can also be melanated to be chosen. Sorry, y'all. I'm high as shit, but listen. And I ate so much food earlier, too. It ain't just because I'm high. Bro, I've been stuffing my fucking belly at that cookout. So listen. If you are melanated or neuromelanated, 555. If you melanated or neuromelanated, you have to understand, you could be chosen either way. Some white people do have, it's some white Americans out here who do have third eyes. It's some awakened Americans out here who melanated people, period. Chinese, the third eye's open because of psychedelics, weed. Then you have neuromelanated people like us who are destined to open our third eyes naturally, without weed and meditation. But instead, we still smoke weed because it's a herb. We smoke weed because it's a herb. It's a herb. It's a plant, right? I'm doing this video for me. I ain't doing this because somebody else told me to do it. I'm doing it for Ifayami Yorisha Moiwa. Doing it for me. So listen. When God chose me for a bigger purpose, I started going through a lot of stuff before I went through to Him. And after I found God, I've been going through more stuff. But it's a test. That's what God says. Everything that you go through is just a test. It's a test to see how strong you are. Because either way, you're going to be strong, bro. Every test you go through, y'all, you're going to be strong. Every test I went through, I was always stronger. Every time God tested me, I wasn't as strong. But as I got through the test, it's going to be different strengths. God puts you through all them tests to see what your strength is. It might not be that powerful. It might be that powerful. It might not. It's still powerful, but it's not as powerful as the other. You know what I'm saying? So everything you go through, it's a test to see how powerful you are. Everything you experience, everything that you are experiencing, it's just to see how experienced and how powerful you are for real. It ain't always about, oh, I'm failing in life. Just because you're going through something, that don't mean you failing in life. That's not true. Oh, I'm going through something. Oh, I'm a failure. That's not true. I thought that too. Come to find out, I'm a spiritual prince, spiritual warrior, future king. Stop playing. Already a king in the spirit and the soul. So listen. I'm a pre-king. I'm already a king. I'm a pre-king. So, when you start becoming successful in your life, and you start becoming, we are pre-successful. If you watching this video, you pre-successful. You are already successful spiritually and soulfully before you become here. And it's not called emotionally, it's called soulfully. See that? When your third eye's open, from being taught this or being experienced, especially experienced, you can start being awakened now and start speaking your truth. What I'm doing right now. Before I became who I am, life was rough. It was difficult. Shit was rough. I ain't gonna count, y'all. Life was rough before. Shit was fucked up. Now I was like, hey, it's way better. That was a test. All that shit that I went through in the past was a test to get me here, to my power right now. What I have, freak power, honor. I don't even want to say power. Fuck power. As long as you spiritual, you got respect. People who spiritual and pure-hearted, we have respect. You ain't gotta have that money and power. That shit don't bring respect. Well, it do, but physically it do. But all that, what they say, money, power, respect, man, all that shit bullshit. No, spirituality in God and taking care of yourself. That's when you get respect. It ain't just about money and just power, bro. You do have a spiritual side too. Come on, man. You do have a spiritual side. Exactly. You do. So people be on social media and they be so on social media, posting, just looking at, scrolling people's lives. And it's people who be scrolling just interested in other people's lives, and it's not healthy. And you have people who just scroll. I used to do the same thing, because when you scroll like that, that means you're stressed out. What you stressed out about? What you worried about? We can fix it. Us chosen ones, we can heal you from it. Message is healing. Anything that you're going through in life, you must understand that it's not gonna last forever. It ain't gonna be forever. It might be for a while, but it ain't gonna be forever. I'm hot as a mother freaker. 11-11, but it might seem like it's gonna be forever because of what you're going through. You going through so much stuff, but you also going through it because you're going through it. Everything you go through, you're gonna go through. Why? Because you're one of the chosen ones. When you're chosen for a better destiny in life, a greater one, you destined for greatness, bigger than all these people in the Matrix. People start getting envious. They start getting jealous of you. It's gonna happen. Siblings, cousins, aunties, they gonna be the first ones to doubt you and tell you what you can't do. Not even aunties, but I know, I can tell. I know I got some aunties in my family, old aunties and stuff, who be gossiping and all that. I have cousins like that, bro, and aunties. Family who be always talking so bad about you, bro. I've been saying that earlier, right? So listen, I'ma say this. 12-12, 1-2-1-2. But I've been wanting to say this. A lot of people in your family gonna show you love. It say it in the Bible, in their Bible, 1-2-2-2. But it says it in the Bible, and it says it in the Odu Ifa. In the Odu Ifa, it says that it will be an enemy in your family who would not want the manifestation of the glory. Therefore, they would do anything in their power to stop your glory and to keep you from being successful and stop your glory, which not gonna work, basically. That's what they're saying in the Odu Ifa. This enemy will be the one to test you and want you to fail, but they will be the ones to fail. They will not want you to prosper, but they will be the ones to fail miserably. All the ones who trying to test you and to see how strong you are, trying to bash you down and all that, they gonna be the ones to fail. They ain't gonna want you to prosper, but in reality, they gonna make you stronger. You are gonna be stronger. I was reading the message, y'all, I'm sorry, but when you make it through the storm, you're gonna be stronger. And you have to realize that, bro, when you are a glory child, bro, when you are on the way to greatness, it's gonna be an enemy in your family who not gonna want a manifestation of glory. It happens to everybody. It's gonna be somebody in your family who not gonna want you to be successful in life, because they feel like they can't be successful in life, when in reality, they can do damn near the same thing you can do, but they so jealous, they so blind-eyed, they can't see what you're going through because they so fucking, they blind from their purpose. They don't know who they are. They lost. So what they do, they come to one of the chosen ones and try to fuck us up, and it don't work. So, yeah.